The Ranta Dung issue. We already can tell you this is gonna be a pain, a massive pain. Here we come to the point where we ask, did CIG destroy the remaining aspect that actually works that Star Citizen has to offer? We load Ranta Dung at Buena Ravine, the only place in Pyro. Anderson and Norgard in Stanton, even for cheaper. But our circle of movement is around Bloom Obituary. Hand loading the boxes, tedious hard work, as we would say. We aim for auto loading at the destination, at least at some of them. That's why we place all the boxes onto the grid. Refuel, rearm, repair at Obituary. Stanton, we are coming. Terra Mills, first stop, no auto unload. We assume that we have a one-to-one when it comes to batch buy and batch sell. That means 48 SU per location when out of stock. 24 boxes. We count the boxes this time. Yeah, before we continue unloading, check the price. 36k per SU, not that bad. Minimum 3k profit per SU. Alright. $48 SU? No. One more box. A 2 SU box. Now, yeah, 48, lower the elevator. We click on sell, 1.7 mil revenue. And yes, 48 SU, that's definitely a one-to-one batch. A batch buy of 48 SU, a batch sell of 48 SU. Here, Seraphim Station, here we want to sell directly out of the ship. We have still almost 170 SUs loaded, but for whatever reason 7 are unregistered. Not quite sure if these are Nomadox boxes. In order to be able to sell those, we need to re-party again. We could argue that commodity trading in Star Citizen is not designed as a group activity. Even if Star Citizen pretends to be an MMO, that MMO aspect is only welcomed for CIG when it comes to piracy and space pew-pew. Now, 48 SU hand unloaded in order to be able to sell. Auto unload does not work. Buddhists. Definitely also a one-to-one batch. A batch buy of 48 SU, a batch sell of 48 SU. Where they are? Here, 48. In Star Citizen Alpha 4.3, that was the last patch, where we thought we can, we need, and we want to scale our trading operation. But now, with patch 4.4, we would even go further. The IRL money we spent for the Ironclad Assault is a waste of money. Not every single dime and dollar, more than $100 is a waste of money. Throwing out of the window is more fruitfully. To believe that CIG uses your money to develop a game, you need to ask yourself, where is the evidence? And when engineering comes into place, even more reason to leave the last resort. Besides broken elevator grids, there had been not much opportunity for CIG to destroy when it comes to sandbox activity, commodity trading, economy. We were wrong. Damn, how bad we were wrong. They figured a way, so we need to say it's not engineering that will destroy commodity trading. It's CIG doing an overhaul on trading. Just call it balancing.
Landing gear deployed.
Now we have the problem when it comes to clean the houses. We have too many boxes at too many places and too many other players basically fighting over even be able to sell, not to say waiting for out of stock. Repositioning the boxes, recount the boxes. We try to avoid having more than 48 SEUs per location. We try to avoid need to go back to a location for 4 SEUs of Ranta Dung. Is at maximum. We are exhausted, tired, and also aggressive. Star Citizen was never about a casual game session of 2 or 4 hours, but now we spend a day just for fucking Ranta Dung. And what we can say already, Ranta Dung is not the only commodity we have the issue we face right now. There are definitely more than 4 other commodities. We would argue effort reward, but for the mercs and pew pew people would be risk and reward. Effort increased drastically. Reward decreased a little. Putting those together into equation, it's not worth starting Star Citizen anymore. Not for an hour. You just arrived at the location. Not for 2, but for 4 hours. You park your fully loaded ship in front of the destination's elevator just to find out, medium inventory, where you only can sell 48 SEUs, but your ship is full of this shit. Scaling. We didn't consider downscaling. Now again, at Terra Mills, we had the issue that one single fucking box is unregistered, marked as stolen. And now here we have it, this one. Throw that away. Yeah. 24 boxes out of the ship into the elevator. 24 boxes, almost, out of the elevator just to find this one little box that is marked as stolen. And you would say, yeah, well, this is Denton. Legality, crime stat, we all need that. No, we fucking don't need that. We just need to click on sell and sell the shit. 48 SEUs. That is 11. We can sell 11, but we have 2 SEU boxes. That is 10 SEUs. No, 12. So more boxes. we need to make sure that when we leave, there will be 48 SUs, one complete batch, in the expectation that when we come back, it is out of stock. And that is the other 48 SUs remaining in the ship. And what do you think where we go now? Shepherd's Rest. Here we go again. Now 48 SUs, the remaining Ranta Dung. But yet, we need to go back to Terra Mills, we need to go back to Deltana anyways. So we unload these... Where's the grid? No, here. We unload the remaining 48 SUs here over at Shepherd's Rest. We prefer to load here but not unload because of piracy, but yeah, this is now the thing. Lots of 2 SU boxes, 48 SU, and go to the terminal to click on sell. And here, do you see that? Do you see that we could make 2 mil right now, but we cannot sell because even in these remaining 48 SUs is one fucking box that just makes problems. And so we need to, what we did, we have 3 elevators here and we splitted the boxes onto these 3 elevators to find that one particular box that just makes issues. That alone took us more than 1 hour. And now this is the last try. Remaining 2 boxes. That's a pain. Wait, no, not this. So one of these boxes, one of these 2 boxes we have, one of these 2 boxes we have down there is the problem. Yeah. Massive pain. Do we recommend commodity trading? No, not anymore.